Alright, hear me out. Today is Sunday, August the 11th, 2024. This is So Says Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder. If this is your first time coming to the podcast, I really want to thank you for making it here. Somehow you heard about it. For some reason you felt like it was necessary to come and check me out, spend a little bit of time with me. So thank you for that. I need all the feedback I could get. For those of you who have been rocking with me since the beginning, man, if you haven't had an opportunity to be on here and share some of your wisdom, I highly encourage you to do so. If not, be the person that shares it. And obviously you're doing that because, more people are listening. So with that, I definitely appreciate y'all because it's not about me, it's about you. So I've been away for a little while, dealing with some things. Just as they say now, life is lifing, and on the other side of 45, people don't think that there's that much of a difference or it doesn't change. It's always been that way. Sometimes it just takes something to get your attention. And I think 45 for me was definitely an attention grabber for myself, which caused me to kind of be completely focused on what it is that I needed to accomplish, what I wanted to accomplish, and how I was going to do so. Now, the moment I made that decision, I was met with some adversities. Nothing major, just things that kind of just throw you off your schedule and require your attention somewhere else, which, sometimes creates frustration when it's not supposed to be present, but it's got to get out some way. So in doing that, I've been doing what I said I was going to do by seeking counsel and talking to those who I feel are going to, provide a positive outcome behind my interactions with them. So today I want to talk about, well, let me back up. So my current situation, I'm sitting in a Airbnb because my house is getting completely, the HVAC system is getting completely snatched out and redone. And we have to be put up for 2 weeks. So we were able to get everything paid for Airbnb, but it's just a smaller space. And there's a lot more noise because you can hear the AC, you can hear everything, all the electronics. It's a very small space. But in this space, I was able to filter out the noise and focus on operating in it. So I say that to say if you hear some buzzing in the background or beeping going on, it's just because I can't avoid it. It's a lot of noise going on. Anyways, in doing so, I lean on some of the teachings that have guided me in my ability to find clarity. And one of those is, some people are able to write things down in order to memorize them. Some people need to watch something, basically self-educating yourself. And for me, it's being able to identify something by speaking in an acronym. Jesus spoke in parables. I speak in acronyms, or I operate in those as far as how I put it together. And I always wondered, is that the same thing that some of the greatest artists, rappers, singers are able to do, is just internalize something to a point where it just takes one word to inspire or change them. So for me, my word for today is impact. Now, impact by definition is a noun. It is the action of one object coming forcibly into contact with another. the effect or influence of one person, thing, or action on another. So impact, that's what it means. But what does it look like? Well, for me, today I want to talk about what it looks like for me by speaking in an acronym, the acronym of IMPACT. So I is when you initiate, is when you forcibly make it happen. And that for me is the clarity of the need to identify a need, or just realizing that something needs to change. So you have to initiate. Then what do you initiate? Well, you initiate self. So myself, I initiate myself. So in myself, I can only offer what I have, meaning I can only provide input based upon the things that I know, based upon the things that I've done. I cannot assume. What I can provide is something that usually means you're able to provide the need. Either you're giving or receiving. And then in that moment, you accept it. You either accept that you've initiated yourself and you provided what's inside of you, and you accept that you need to now seek counsel, right? And in that moment, you realize you are seeking counsel, which requires an honest conversation. Now, by somebody doing the initiation of themselves, then providing what's inside of them, and have accepted their position in this decision-making process, now they can provide an honest conversation by either providing or seeking counsel. And then after that, there's T. You have a testimony. Testimony is after you have applied all of the above: initiate myself, provide, accept, and seek counsel. Now you have a testimony, or what I like to call a good report, which then gives you your definition of impact, which is the action of one object, yourself, forcibly into contact with another, either being the one impacted or being the one doing the impacting, and the effect or influence of one of them, person, thing, or action, because you initiated it, on another by providing yourself what's inside of you, accepting your position in it, seeking the correct counsel or providing the correct counsel, and then being able to receive or deliver a testimony, a good report. So I initiate, M, myself, P, provide, A, accept, C, counsel, T, testimony, impact. How have you impacted your life? What have you done? Who have you come in contact with? What have you forcibly applied? Have you been able to filter out the noise so that you can hear what's being spoken to you through seeking counsel, through prayer, through meditation, whatever it takes to get your attention to where you become in tune and you're now on a frequency with somebody, understanding that there's a process. Have you been there? Are you going through it right now? Have you just started? Are you in the middle? Are you ready to provide a testimony, a good report? These are all things that give you confirmation that you are walking in your purpose. And for me, walking in my purpose is what I said I was going to do this year. And at 45, I realized the impact that my life has in this world. So it's a confirmation of me walking in my purpose. Impact. Do you want to talk about it? Are you there? Would you like a little bit more clarification? Would you like to add to it? If you do, definitely reach out to me and give me 10 minutes of your best. It doesn't take long to drop some knowledge, but knowledge is only as good to a man as the knowledge that man shares. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Mason. We had an opportunity to hang out with him and his family, as we did. We did not record out of respect for time. And then also the moment that preceded and followed. So everything is what it's supposed to be. And definitely was able to give some good report, and then a great dialogue. So if you would like to be a part of the conversation, please reach out to me on the Instagram page. So says Mr. Thunder. You can follow the YouTube channel. Like I said, I like to do a lot more audio than video, but I'm definitely open to it. So I can do a remote. So let me know how you want to operate and we will make it happen and then provide the impact on the world and the nation, because we know that everything is about to change and you got to believe in something. So why not believe in something? Because you have an impact on it. This has been So Says Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder. I'm a Native American of this country and there ain't a damn thing you could do about it. So definitely go ahead and you can find me on all Instagram platforms. I'm not Instagram. You can follow on the Instagram page, So Says Mr. Thunder, again, YouTube, and then this particular podcast platform is Spreaker, but I can be found on all of the podcast platforms, listening, choices that you have, subscriptions that you may need. Most of them are free, so do those. We have iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify. It's on Amazon, and then whatever one you can think of, but you can also Google it. But anyways, I thank you for spending a little bit of time with me on this Sunday and, just letting me and allowing me to give my testimony, because I am at the end of the impact and I'm ready to make another one. So be a part of it. Share this information. And if it has touched you in any way and you want to respond, definitely reach out to me, because I want to hear what you got to say, because it's not about me. It's about you. Until next time, I'll holla. Peace.